Welcome back to the channel. This is your host, table4ONE, with part 5 of my playthrough for Assassin's Creed Mirage. So at the top here, this video is going to be structured a little bit different when it comes to the narration aspect of this video, as it has been a full week now since Assassin's Creed Mirage has hit my channel, and obviously this is part 5 now, and since that time window, Assassin's Creed Mirage has not performed on my channel as I was hoping, which is a tremendous shame because it is a game that I thoroughly enjoy playing so far, and I have enjoyed making these videos to put on my channel following my progress through this title thus far. However, the future of these walkthroughs for this title moving forward after part 5 here is going to be solely dependent on you, the viewers out there, on whether or not you want more of gameplay for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Obviously, I understand that this title is very decisive on the market currently, to which both sides make valid points, and I can see why somebody would stand on one side of the line versus the other side of the line. Myself personally, I think Mirage is a step in the right direction, especially following Valhalla. Now clearly, Odyssey is straight up not an Assassin's Creed title. They just obviously marketed the Assassin's Creed brand because they wanted to sell that. Not that I'm knocking Odyssey, because that's one of my favorite titles, but not because of the AC angle of it. But yeah, like I said, moving away from, this feels so far like they're getting back to Origins, which is out of the two then with Origins and Valhalla, then Origins is my favorite hands down. But all that off to the side, what that means for here at table4ONE Gaming is that unfortunately my coverage for Assassin's Creed Mirage most likely will come to an end with part 5 here, unless, like I said, you the viewers start railing behind these videos and want to see more. It's also possible that I could continue with just stealth gameplay highlights from my experiences while in this title, which most likely will be the case for those out there that have been enjoying this coverage so far. I don't want to leave you guys just completely empty-handed. And of course, here at table4ONE Gaming, the videos still will be dropping weekly, Monday through Friday. My fall coverage has changed. It was going to be more centered around AC Mirage, but unfortunately how this has turned out, that has left an gaping hole in my scheduling, which is okay because this past weekend, an open beta had taken place for COD's Modern Warfare 3, a game that I had zero interest in playing, let alone covering on my channel. And so please look out for the upcoming my thoughts on COD Modern Warfare 3, as my fall schedule will start centering around that title moving forward here at table4ONE Gaming. So getting back to Mirage here, we have just entered the city of Baghdad. We had, of course, been away for X amount of time, completing our training with the Brotherhood of the Assassin's Creed. And now we had stayed behind at the end of part 4, so now it's up to us to start exploring this city so we can locate the hidden ones, hidden hideout, hiding in plain sight, somewhere here in Baghdad, of course.
Greetings once again, Baghdad. Show me what I have missed.
Alright, let's see if we can't play around with this pickpocketing mechanic. Nope. So full disclosure, that's the one mechanic that I'm very iffy on so far with this title. I don't... It's a very small... Now I'm playing on hard. I don't know if that window is wider if you're just playing on normal. But at least on hard, the length of that diamond is quite narrow. So But that's just a timing issue thing. I guess over time, muscle memory, uh, just like, God, way back in the day, right? The first time you ever tried to pick lock a lock on Skyrim. But over time, you can do that with your damn eyes closed nowadays.
What do you see?
So already back in the city format of Bad Dad here, I'm happy to see that my parkour and climbing whatever I wish is back to feeling open world and not restricted. I'm curious because we were in a story driven location, if that's why those like exterior mountain walls were closed off to us because it's not an open map area. But so far I'm not I'm not bumping into any like invisible walls so far. Well, now that I'm here in the city. The attention to detail in this city, the flocks of birds flying by, the people commuting back and forth, the just the culture of that 9th century time era, even the colors, like the vines and the flowers, but then like the clay bricks. Uh, and this is fine. This also reminds me of Origins, in the sense that you didn't just get to climb straight up a damn pyramid in Origins. You had to find openings. And ah, yes, it is a staple for Ubisoft. Some cherish it, some tolerate it, and almost all others despise it. The find the tower, climb the tower, push the fog back on the open map to reveal more locations, rinse and repeat around the world until you have the entire map open. I'm actually really shocked to see that they have it here for Mirage, because Far Cry 5 got rid of that nonsense. This is one of the areas I actually thought they would be improving upon. Now, I'm not one of those that straight up hate the concept, but I completely understand why a lot do, because of the repetitive nature of it. But yeah, that's interesting. I thought they would not be reusing that mechanic here. But then again, the original AC boys, they wanted their OG AC game back. So I guess it wouldn't feel nostalgic if it wasn't there, right? All right, are we pickpocketing a dead guy? Is that what's going on here? All right, let's take a look at what the dead guy gave us. Oh, we can open up the doors. Let the authorities come across his. I presume he's dead. I don't know. All right. Yeah, we've revealed more of the map. Oh, okay. Here's our... and this is on par with... obviously... I don't know. I just like the presentation more with Odyssey, with how they handled it. But, this is more... This does feel like Valhalla. Oh, God. Did a actual child draw that? Is like somebody's child of the developers? Like, hey, son or daughter, we need a map drawn for the game I'm working on. Okay. Yeah, I get the glittering white, just like the white void behind it on the screen there, but that that menu system is definitely Valhalla. But in part 4, like I pointed out, though, they did get rid of that ridiculous, over-bloated consolation RPG table of just putting points in all these different categories just for damn point's sake, and really trimmed that down into 3 simple categories, similar to the current, Star Wars Jedi Survivor game flow mechanic. All right. Forgive me while I do a little free roaming. Because I have no clue where I'm going.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
I guess if I wanted to be a little bit more cynical right now, from the aerial, there's the symbol for Assassin's Creed. There we go. Yeah, if I wanted to be a little bit more cynical, I think like the whole opening of this game is amazing. I got no issue with that. But once we got here and they said, "Hey, we'll ride ahead, meet us," this is where like, okay. I mean, I guess it's designed so we could go exploring, and do some free playing for a while. I guess if we wanted.
So this is a Hidden One's bureau. I expected some sort of hovel.
Some bureaus are. Others can be fitted with gold trim. Wherever space we settle, all that's important is that our occupancy remains a secret.
We certainly have that here. Have you found anything helpful?
Nothing hinting at Ali's whereabouts. However, Noor was in contact with someone named Beshi. A name I recognize as one of Ali's closest allies within the Rebel Collective. He's a dock worker at the Upper Harbor. See if he's in the area. He may have something to tell us about Ali's disappearance.
I have found something.
It seems Noor mapped out this very district. Marked the factories area to the north.
What is there?
Rebel sympathizers. If Noor visited this area for any reason, it is worth following up on.
Understood.
These are not strong leads, but they are a start nonetheless. Fulab and I will see what more we can uncover.
Be careful.
Alright, I guess I just had to have patience. Now we have our directions. We can investigations. Alright. Well, this appears to be very similar to the structure of Odyssey, with tracking down the members of that secret society. Let's grab some health here real quick. Oh, dead end. Okay, let's climb the way we came back up. I do feel like eating the berries is misplaced here, and I gotta get further into this title to make my final decision on that. I'm still thinking that over, but it like eating to regain your health. This isn't a full-blown RPG, So that does feel off to me.
What do you see, Enkidu?
Them recycling the mechanic from Odyssey, though, with like us hunting people down and finding clues to unreveal, we'd have to go back to like, I think it was part 2 of my playthrough with Mirage, where we get to meet those men that walk in to the Winter Palace with the golden mask on. So I'm sure we're going to have to hunt all those individuals down and demask them and find out who and what their true identity is. One thing I actually do not know off the top of my head, because I didn't look into it prior to this game's launch, is if the mercenary mechanic was also carrying over, uh, you know, yeah, loosely they brought it to Valhalla. It wasn't fully fleshed out like it was with Odyssey. But like I said, Odyssey, it's its own entity and its own special, unique game. But, would it have been overcrowded here in Mirage if they brought the mercenary mechanic over as well? I don't know. Too early to tell. But we're going to run. We're going to collect. It's always a collectathon here. But let's... side note, now that I'm thinking about it, because I keep looking at the water every time I run past water. I don't know exactly what, other than like the flocks of birds that we see flying past. Since this is not supposed to be an open world RPG, I'm wondering if they tone back the wildlife mechanic as well. I know, like, beginning of the game, we saw the cat. I don't know if that footage made it into the final cut of one of my videos or not, but you can pet a cat just like you could in Valhalla. So that obviously is there, but, are there, predators appropriate to this region of Baghdad, to the location that we also have to be concerned about, like, the hippopotamus or lions in Origins, or the lions and leopards and whatnot in Odyssey. And then you call your bird out, you do like a aerial view, you start plotting out and moving into position. And this is where AC feels good. That's why I enjoy playing these titles.
That may be Beshi rallying
Oh,
those men.
looks like we found our person. Let's mute me for a while.
Who picks him up? We have been cut down, divided. But here we remain. And so long as we draw breath, this fight will continue. So wet your blades. Pray to Allah for his guiding hand. For today, I see a great victory on the horizon.
Are you Beshi? I am with Nur. You knew him, yes?
I knew him. Last I saw, he was being chased from the city. Does he live?
Barely, but he is safe.
Stubborn bastard. What do I call you?
Basim.
Very well, Basim. Have you a blade other than that butter knife you carry? You may fancy yourself something bigger just now.
For what? Are you setting off to find Ali?
Not quite yet. These here are only half my men. The rest are being held at the Haba, further up the road.
There may be too few of us to wage an attack. If you want to save your men, our approach should be a cautious one. I will go quietly. Have these men lie in wait and escort those we free.
Your kind all think the same way. But it is a sound plan.
Hello, it's me, table4ONE from the future. So I am happy to announce that I will be doing a part 6, because the gameplay footage that comes after where part 5 here would have left off is, I think, fun and engaging, and yet again just highlights how good of a title this game really is. It's crazy to me that these videos I'm making aren't grabbing any traction whatsoever. The game is, like I've stated, right, broken record at this point. I love this game. It's beautiful to look at. It's beautiful to interact with. I find the characters so far fun and engaging. The story more of a darker tone than what I was led to believe based off of early reviews at the start of this title. So I am happy to announce that I will be back with a part 6. I will recess then, at that point, whether or not we'll move on with a part 7. But until then, of course, this has been your host, Table for One. I hope you enjoyed part 5 watching it, listening to me ramble on like a fool here and there. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. Let me know. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I do drop weekly, Monday through Friday, here at Table for One Gaming. And until next time, I'll catch you all in the next one.